Hey everybody, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you doing? I haven't done a video in a week or two, so I wanted to kind of do another section of the rack baits that I was showing you guys. So I took a bunch that were in the middle that I couldn't really get to. It would have been all I would have had to move the racks around and move carpet to make room. So I just redid my rack. So I moved some of the Berkeley stuff, some Kitech stuff, tech bait stuff. So I'll show you that in a sec. All right. So I just want to do this little intro. So enjoy the video. Hey buddy, Mark from Northeast Bass Fishing. How you doing? I am back. I'll try to get my iPad organized here. So I'm going to continue the rack section, and what I did is I took everything from this middle section. You guys saw all the Strike King stuff, all that, and I put it over here. And I took it from this section, and everything that was there, I moved over here. So what you've got over here, and I'll show you guys, is all my tech bait stuff, all my Berkeley stuff, and it's kind of just like these. I guess 4, 1, 2, 3, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or so rows of stuff. My slider stuff, some Kitech stuff, and then Berkeley's over here. So that's actually it was a good thing because it gave me a chance to kind of reorganize everything and kind of clean it up a little. So let me just go through what I've got hanging up on here, and we'll see how it goes with the iPad instead of my phone. Now, for you guys who know, I'm a big fan of tech baits. Eric, who makes tech baits in Connecticut. Now he is retired from bait making, so who knows? Maybe these are collector's items. maybe these are worth something someday. But he's retired from for now from making baits. Now Pete from Stoneman and Son Lures, he has taken over as the soft plastic guy, and I believe he's using Eric's molds. So a lot of the stuff, if you are a tech baits fan or if you used it or you want to try it, if you go to Stoneman and Son Lures, Pete has. We'll have some of these baits. So what I've got up here is, let's say, this is just pretty much worms. This is a whole bunch of tech worms, some different colors. I believe it's all worms in the back there. Yeah, it looks like all worms, maybe some stick worms, like, Senko type baits, but that's pretty much the worm section. This here is all swim baits. We got some swim baits there. Neds, I love that natural coral color. Got a ton of Neds here. You guys can see back in there, it's all Neds. So you never have enough Neds. Some of his soft plastic jerk baits, fluke style baits. You can see those. Some of his frog baits, soft plastic frog baits. You guys like throwing a horny toad or a soft plastic frog. Some of his swim baits way in the back there. Let's see what else we got here as far as just tech baits go. Some of the creature baits, accordions. Look at that color. How great is that? Watermelon candy. Some other creature baits. Mostly accordions, I think. Maybe some drones in the back if I keep going. Some of the hogs. But, well, I don't know if I want to get that too clear for you guys. And here's some hogs over here. Other creature baits, some craws. If you guys get the idea, that's all tech baits back there. And actually behind these swim baits might be some drop shot baits. Yeah, these are all the, this is the drop shot bait. Oops, I just dropped about 5 bags on the floor. Well, only 3, but not too bad. But that's all my tech bait stuff right there. Let's see, under that, I've got some slider stuff. The slider craw tube is a really nice little craw. You guys have never tried it before. Charlie Brewer's Slider Company is a classic bait company. But this craw tube, I don't know whether you guys can see this. Yeah, see that? I think that glare might be a little much. It's actually easier doing this with my phone, I think. The green pumpkin. See how this comes out. But this little craw is really nice that they make, that Slider makes. There's some different colors of his little tube, this little craw tube. And I think that's what this section is, pretty much craw tube. See if I can hang this back up without dumping everything on the ground. Some slider worms, classic slider worm. One of the first baits I used when I started bass fishing. Can't go wrong with a slider worm. 4-inch slider worm, go throw that around any lake in the country and you'll catch fish. That's their little slider, I think that's what they call their drop shot worm. Let me just double check. See what that says. That's the 3-inch slider worm, which I think is kind of like a drop shot worm. But if you want to really go finesse, that 3 inches really super finessey, and I think that's what that is, pretty much. Yeah, 3-inch worms. So it's just some slider stuff, some craws, some worms, some small worms. So that's that section. Let's see. Let me do the other stuff, and I'll finish up with the Berkeley stuff. Here's the little spiders. Some of the little spiders from Frank's. Is that Tackle and Field, Jersey, old tackle shop before I moved. So this is about, you know, my bass club, Bergen Bassmasters. This is a very popular bait with a lot of the guys. I throw them a little, catch fish with them, but I'm not like, you know, obsessed with them like some of the guys are. But they do catch fish. It's a nice little finesse spider jig for you there. That little spider from Kitech. Some other Kitech, the Shad Impacts, some, you know, drop shot. That's pretty much what I use these for. These Shad Impacts for drop shotting. So it's a nice drop shot bait. You guys have never used the Kitech Shad Impact. That 4-inch bait is very nice. There's the Shad Impact in the 5-inch, which is a little bigger bait, which I almost use as a fluke style bait. Good on a Carolina rig. But you can tell these are Kitechs because they're all slimy. Oh, let's see what's back there. I think this is all just Shad Impacts. Yeah. If I can get back there. Yeah. Just some different little Kitech drop shot type baits. Shad Impacts. And that's little Kitech section there. And then pretty much everything else is Berkeley. Let me start from the right and I'll work to the left. Put this back up on here where it belongs. Trying to knock everything off the shelf. Let's see, what do I got here Berkeley-wise? Here's the Power Hog. This is the Berkeley Power Hog, which is a nice flipping bait. South African Special. Green Pumpkin Blue, and I don't know if these are all Power Hogs. Let's see what that is. Oh, nope, I take that back. So you got some Power Hogs. More Power Hogs. There's the Bunker Hog Power Bait, which is your, you know, beaver style bait. Green Pumpkin Green. You know, I love that color. Black, red, blue. Let me just see. Black, red. Green Pumpkin Magic, great color. So the rest of those are probably, yeah, Bunker Hogs. So you got some, oops. I don't dump all these. I'm trying to do this and not hold an iPad, film this and not dump all these on the floor as I do this. But there's some flipping baits from Berkeley right in that section. And above it looks like we've got some more Power Hogs there. Pit Boss. Another Pit Boss. And then there's some gulp stuff back there. And some salt water, that stuff that you can still use in fresh water that I've, you know, amassed over the years. Don't throw it a lot, but every now and then I'll pull it out and try it out. Some of the Berkeley Havoc baits. I don't think they do any Havoc stuff anymore, as far as I know. That's the old the Devil Spear, which is a bait I really liked. I really liked this bait for flipping when it first came out. It's a very compact bait. The June bug, but that bait was really, especially that. I mean, that white pearl right there in dirty water. And you can see the shape of that. It's kind of different than other baits. I'm surprised that they discontinued this. Because it's a really good flipping bait. Bottom hopper. Just some different Havoc stuff here. Some worms. Let's see. That's the Pit Boss and the Havoc style. And the Havoc was just Berkeley stuff without any scent. So I'd always add my own scent to these. Purple. That's a good one there. Purple red. Another June bug. Cool color right there. That Perfection blue fleck. That's pretty cool. I think these are all. Let's just make sure. Oh, there's the change up. Another style of flipping bait they have. Change up. Another change up in that June bug color. And I have, like over here, I've got, you know, one of these sections, I believe it's that section right there, is all Berkeley stuff. So eventually when I get to the boxes, you guys will see more Berkeley stuff. There's the change up in that black and blue flake. So another good flipping bait, different style flipping bait in the Havoc color. Let's see. I did show you. Oh no. Okay, so I did these. I didn't do this line. This is just some different power worms. Some smaller ones over here, 4-inch ones. Black. Power finesse worm, like shaky head type worms. So these are all. I knew I was going to drop all this stuff. So a lot of stuff's going to fall on the floor. Just some different, grubs. All different types of finesse worms. All right there for Berkeley. So you got some finesse worms, some drop shot, not so much drop shot, but just 4-inch worms, shaky head type worms, things like that. Let's see. There's a power tube. I'll just move these down here so you guys can see some of this stuff. This minnow is a nice minnow to throw. Like if you're doing a Damiki rig type fishing, finesse fishing. This on a just a mushroom head or whatever you like to use, a jig head. This is a nice little bait right here. That minnow. Chartreuse shad, color is good. Just some different colors of those. But a really good finesse bait option right there. Let's see. There's a rib toad. Just another topwater, frog. Soft plastic frog. I used these a little when they came out. I caught a few fish. Nothing great, but if you guys like throwing, those plastic frogs, it's a good option. If you want to try something different, get a little different action. Some cool colors with the bullfrog color. So a cool option if you guys like throwing those plastic frogs. Here's some. I'll kneel down a little bit here. This is they did this heavyweight series for a while, and they discontinued that years ago. These were really some more dense plastic worms that you could just throw. You didn't even need any weight to them, and they would sink. And you could throw them far. But this is like that heavyweight series. A few of those. Can't read what these colors are. Black, green pumpkin party. So a few of those. See, I had that heavyweight, so those are all those heavyweight worms that Berkeley discontinued. They ran those for a little while. I guess they didn't sell well. Let's see what's under here. While I'm down here looking at this level, here's that that pro jig head worm. If you guys like throwing jig head worms, it's a nice option. Throw these every now and then. It's like throwing your Ned, really. It's kind of a Ned-like worm. The pro jig worm, it's a nice option. Nice 3-inch compact worm. Let's see, what's this? The bearded grass pig. I got these. I don't even remember buying this, but somebody must have got it for me. I don't remember really throwing these much. I don't even know if I had that many of them. I might have just got a couple to try them out, flip them around a little bit. But, a different style of bait. Like I said, I don't know if they make them anymore. A good bait they make, the General, if you guys are like soft plastic stick baits. This is the power bait version. I don't know if it doesn't look like it's focusing in, so I'll have to see how this looks looks like it's a little grainy, but we'll see. It just got to focus. But, see, that looks clear. That looks grainy. I don't know. See how it looks when I put the video up. But there's the General in black, 5.25 inch. So any of these colors are fine. I have more of the max scent of those. The 10-inch power worm. Actually, that's the 8.5 inch. Can't go wrong with that. If you guys like fishing, you've probably thrown a power worm. These are all 10 inchers here, most of them. Other than maybe that first one I showed you. Kilo Sunrise. Blue. You guys get the idea. Black and blue flake. So these are all 10-inch worms. I have a ton of them. The old standby. Throw that Carolina rigging. Drag in the bottom. Especially in the summertime when it's really hot. Fish in deep water. More 10-inch power worms in the plum color. Red bug, very popular color. Another plum, so got a few here. So a bunch of 10-inch power worms, I'm sure that's what these all are. Yeah, that's a 7-inch one, 10-inch, 10-inch. So there's some 7-inch, some 10-inch, some 8.5s, little different colors. There's a 7-inch, that motor oil red flake color. There's another one of that 8.5. There's a shaky worm, Berkeley shaky worm, 7-inch power worm. Let's see, another 7 inches. So this must be the smaller section here. And there's more back to the 10-inch size. So all Berkeley power worms in these 4 areas here. So I think that's all the power bait stuff. So you guys can see there's a bunch of power bait stuff. And like I said, with those boxes, there's even more of it. I showed you the Kitex. And the last section here is all the Max Scent stuff. So for anybody who fishes on Earth, you've heard of the flatworm, very popular drop shot bait, great on the Ned. I have some different sizes. Most of them are 3.5, but some different colors there. Black, obviously. Brown and the brown back color, which I really like. That green pumpkin watermelon is good. That cinnamon purple, they're all good colors. Green pumpkin. Green pumpkin party. So a whole bunch of Max Scent flatworms. Like I said, probably the most popular drop shot bait on the planet now. Gobiashi, I think is a new one that I got. I don't know what color that is. It's all mushed out. It's not what it says. There's a 4.25 inch drop shot in the smelt color. So I do have some of the bigger ones. There's the black in the 4 inch. Green pumpkin party in the 4 inch. So I got different sizes of those. What has become perhaps my favorite flipping creature bait in the last few years is the creature hog. Try and back up a little here. This bait right here has become one of my favorites. I have tons of different colors. Whatever color they make, I've probably got multiple of. South African Special, that green pumpkin. So those are all creature hogs. So are those different creature hogs. And to me, it seems like this is like awful blurry. So I hope it comes out better than it looks on when I'm looking at it. If not, I'm going to fire the iPad from doing it this way. But the creature hog, all different colors of the creature hog. Probably because the light isn't great over here in the corner. The Berkeley General, Little General, it's good Ned bait. Different colors of that. Up here, you guys get a good look at that. I think they're actually, there's some of their, you know what, I'm going to move this out of the way so you guys can see it. So that's just the Neds. I don't have a ton of those. But under that, of course, you can't even see it. I hope this video comes out okay, because when I'm looking at it, it looks a little blurry sometimes on the iPad. I think it's because of the light over here. Let's see. That's some of the, like the trailers, like the pork trailers. They're not pork trailers, but like the frog trailers. Give you guys a good look at it. But if you guys who like that frog style trailer for your jigs, the Max Scent one's a good one. The meaty chunk, couldn't remember the name of it. 3-inch bait, nice, you know, all the good Max Scent colors. But that's what that is back up there. I don't think there's anything different behind those. Looks like maybe some worms or something. Can't see anything with this light here. Hope you guys can see that. But just some different, you know, a bunch of different types of Max Scent baits. I'm sure I'm going to dump all over the floor here in a second. Okay. And these are here in this last section is all generals. I'm going to use the phone next time. It's a lot easier than trying to maneuver this iPad around. But the little 4-inch general, which I throw on a Ned head a lot. Even before I got the little general, I was throwing these on a Ned head, the 4-inch, and it worked very well. And plus, as it gets beat up, you can just, you know, move it down. So that's pretty much, you know, for you guys who throw, you know, Max Scent, you know all the different baits, and that's pretty much them. Because I don't take those out of the bags and put them in the boxes, you know, because they've got that scent on them. So I just kind of leave them in their bags for now. You know, I haven't taken them out and put them in any of the plain old boxes yet. But that's it, everybody. That's, you know, about 20 minutes for that section, which I guess isn't too bad. So, like, just to remind you and show you again, this is all the Berkeley stuff, Max Scent, regular power bait stuff, all through here, some Havoc, some stuff that I dropped on the floor. Whoa. That was really bad. Trying to get my hand in front of the camera. Some slider stuff. I have some slider stuff in boxes. And the old classic tech baits right there. So you can't go wrong with that. You know, I always like the tech baits. I got tons of that stuff. And power baits. Lots of Berkeley stuff. Some Kitech drop shot baits and the little spider. I even have some of the older ones with that different plastic that come in those little plastic boxes somewhere else. I don't have them hanging up, but you see them on eBay and they're very expensive. Guys like those original ones. But that's it. So I hope some of this isn't too blurry in some spots. When I was seeing it from this angle on my iPad, it looked a little grainy. So hopefully, could it just be the light? Hopefully it came out okay. If I post it and it turns out you can't see it well, I could always redo it. Okay, so that's it for now. Any questions on any of these baits? You know, all this power bait stuff you can pretty much get still, except for a couple of those baits I might have shown you. They might have been discontinued, but all this slider stuff is still available. You know, like I said, the tech baits, Erica's retired, but Pete from Stoneman is now making bait, the plastics, so they are available. They are available. So check his website out. And I'll put links to this stuff in the description. And like I said, any questions on any of these baits, if you want to see the bait just individually, that's a little more organized and not just a big blur sometimes, let me know. And I can do that for you, okay? So I'll talk to you guys soon on YouTube. Mark out.